Everybody, welcome to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
I'm Nick Kinzel.
And still on the Stock Car Spectacle, we got our good friend Tom Hoblin. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. I'm ready to go. It's a fun conversation last time, and I want to have another one.
All right, let's do it. We're talking this weekend of racing. We got the trucks at Mid-Ohio, and we got Xfinity and Cup at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We're going to start off with the truck series. We got the O'Reilly Parts 150, 151-mile race, 67 laps. Stage 1 is 15, Stage 2 is 20, and the final will be a 32-lap sprint for the finish. Last year's winner was Parker Kligerman, and that was the first truck race at Mid-Ohio, so we don't have a whole lot of data to go on this. And some notables that we got in this race, some IndyCar guys over here. We got Connor Daly in the 41 for Nice Motorsports, and Marco Andretti just announced today he'll be in the 7 truck for Spire Motorsports. So, Tom, who you got the win on Saturday afternoon in Ohio?
In Ohio, we don't have much going for this track. We've done one race there, so I'm going to pick a guy who put it on the pole in Sonoma with a broken leg. And that's going to be the 42 of Carson Hocevar. I think he's got what it takes. He's healthy and he's got momentum. I think he can pull it off. He's a good road racer.
Yeah, he's really turned himself around too. I mean, past couple of years, we've known him as the guy who's intentionally wrecked people, doing the self spin. He's kind of made a clown of himself, really. But past couple months, this guy's turned around. He's racing clean, won a legit race, and I think that if he keeps this up, he will be a championship favorite and a fan favorite.
I just want to point out that none of my picks are endorsements of the drivers. You guys just asked me who I think is going to win. And also, I got to pick last out of the 4 of us. So, just saying.
Well, there you go.
All right, Mikey G, who you got to win on Saturday?
All right, I'm going to go with my tried and true method that never seems to work, but that's okay. We're going to stick with it. Like Tom said, we don't really have a lot of data to go off of with the truck series running here at Mid-Ohio. So I'm going to go with my tried and true formula of going with the form of the season, how guys are running this year. So that being said, I'm going to take the low-hanging fruit, go with our points leader, Corey Heim.
Yeah.
Pretty good pick right there. All right, Nick, who you got?
Well, yeah, not a ton of data for this track in the truck series. And the truck series is just known for these young and experienced kids to tear shit up. So I'm going with my old reliable here. I think I've picked them probably the last 3 or 4 truck series races, and it has not panned out for me yet. But give me Zane Smith. I mean, it was Zane versus Parker last year in this race. So I got to think that the 38 is going to bring another fast truck, and Zane, he's just due. He's had a real summer slump going here. He's just due to get back in the victory lane. So, yeah, give me old reliable.
All
I
right.
do like that pick because it does just feel like a matter of time before he gets going again. Like there's just too much talent there for that guy to run mediocre in this series for this long.
It's like, where's he been this past 2 months or something? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
He's been getting wrecked by Ty Majeski. That's what's been going on. That's another guy that Nick can
driver of the show.
Yeah, Nick can go on about him for a while too.
Oh, I have fun with that one for that Gateway show.
All right, Ian, who you got?
All right, guys. So I was originally going with Connor Daly, but the more I thought about it, I think I got to go with Marco Andretti going in the 7 truck for Spire. He was the champion at SRX last year, so maybe open wheel isn't his thing. Step into some stock cars, and we've seen that Spire truck run pretty well with some guys before, with Kyle Larson step in. I think William Byron stepped in there as well one time. So I think he's got a good shot. They got a good sponsor coming in that sponsors IndyCar series as well. So, yeah, I think he's got a good shot. We're at a road course. Give me Marco Andretti.
And you got to imagine in a series where you don't think they have too much road experience, that an IndyCar guy could come in, even if the car is 2 times heavier, he can figure out how to get it done.
Exactly. All right, guys. So let's move over to the Xfinity Series race on Saturday night. We got the Alsco uniforms 250, 251 miles, 163 laps. Stages 1 and 2 are 40 each, and the final is 83 laps. We had Austin Hill winning the last 2 races here at Atlanta in the Xfinity Series. Most manufacturer wins here is Chevrolet with 18 wins. So, Mike, who you got to win on Saturday night?
Well, just like you said, Ian, this is one of those tracks in the past and in the Xfinity series at the quote unquote super speedways. Seems like Chevys have been pretty fast. I'm going to go with Josh Berry in that 8 car.
Not bad at all. Junior Motorsports, we've seen this year that it's kind of hard for them to work together. They've been crashing each other a lot. So hopefully they can work together on the super speedways, get one of those cars into victory lane.
Yeah, it's another one of those. They're kind of due to turn that around, I think.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Tom, who you got to win Saturday night under the lights?
I'm also going Junior Motorsports, but this is more of a wishful pick more than anything. And it's somebody who has proved us before that he can win, but hasn't shown anything this season. And I'm picking him more so because he needs to show us that he can win, that he's not more of a pay driver. I'm going with the Brandon Jones, also Junior Motorsports, who again this season needs to step it up.
You said I don't hate that pick because it seems like every year Brandon Jones he's usually just one race he'll just put it on. Like we saw it. This was like how he was at Gibbs though. It was like he should be winning races, but he's not. But
there's just Pocono randomly, and he could run Martinsville, and
he can show up at Kansas. He can show up. So I don't hate this pick at all. I think he's due for one random win, and I would not be surprised at all if it comes here at Atlanta.
And the dude can wheel. I mean, he was like what 10 corners away from the championship 4 appearance last year. So like,
thanks, Ty.
Yeah, thanks, Ty. But like the dude can wheel, but this year he's looking just a lot like a pay driver, especially with how good that 9 car was last year.
Yeah, with the amount of wins that Noah got in that car, it's crazy. And, Brandon Jones, he's pretty much a veteran this point in the Xfinity Series. He's been here for a long time. There is no reason why he shouldn't have 2-3 wins right now. Yeah, he should have showed up. Yeah. This is one of the top cars.
Yeah. I hope Tom's right, and I hope he does get this dub, because if you boys remember, when we did our race or our season preview show all the way back, when was that? Probably December.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I picked him to go to JRM and absolutely just pop off. I thought a lot of it was just the Joe Gibbs Xfinity stench on him, and he's going to come over here and go into a good ride and maybe not do as well as Noah did, but at least show like, hey, yeah, I am a little bit more than just a guy coming in with a bag of money. But like Tom said, he's just really looking like the pay driver right now.
There's still time, but time's running out.
Yes. I'll tell you something who probably doesn't really care about that is Dale Earnhardt Jr. because he's got that Menards money in his back pocket.
Yeah.
Just keep it coming, buddy. Keep it coming.
I feel like Dale Jr. could get Menards money without Brandon Jones. I feel like he's got a relationship with them now. He could just show up and walk away with it.
Also, too, let's be real. That commercial is so bad, it makes me want to go to Menards less.
Yeah.
If this whole NASCAR thing doesn't work out for Brandon Jones, acting is not the move either, my friend.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedy is always there.
I don't even think working at Menards would work out for Brandon Jones.
He'd be a greeter at Menards.
Yeah. We'll see how well that works. Yeah. All right, Nick, who you got to win on Saturday?
So, we're calling Atlanta a super speedway track now, which it kind of is. So I have to go with the Mr. Super Speedway, the Xfinity Series as of late, and that's Austin Hill. Ian, you said it in your little rundown there that Austin's won the last 2 races at this racetrack. He's a Georgia boy, and whenever we come to super speedways in the Xfinity Series, that 21 car, he's always at the front, and I don't see why this Saturday is going to be any different. So I think Austin Hill gets win number 4 on the season on Saturday. It's been a while for him since he's been up there, so I think he gets it done.
It's a great choice. No notes.
Yeah. Not bad at all. All right, guys. I got to go with the 48 car of Parker Kligerman. He was so close in winning here in the spring. until that damn 11 car tried to kill him.
Dude, we were looking out for ourselves there. We got a second place run, and that's probably the best we've ran all season. So needed it.
Talk about another guy I just want to see have success. I mean, he's gone through it all. So, like, anytime Parker Kligerman can win a race,
yeah, I think that's just a win for NASCAR whenever Parker wins.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
An A-plus guy. We've met him a handful of times. Every time he's so gracious with his time, so nice, just A-plus dude.
I was standing right next to him when they took the green at Chicago.
Nice.
I didn't talk to him. He was in work mode for sure, but I snapped a picture of him.
There you go. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's talk the Quaker State 400 on Sunday. 400-mile race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 260 laps. Stage 1 is 60, and the final 2 are 100 laps each. The previous winners here, we had Joey Logano in the spring, and we had Chase Elliott last summer, who took out that 7 car to get that win in his home track. Still feel bad for old Shoe. I thought he was going to get his first win there. But either way, the past is the past. We're coming up this weekend. And boys, who do we got? Nick, we'll start off with you.
Well, you mentioned him. This is a guy, he has a slim chance of pointing his way in, but he doesn't want to point his way in. He wants to win a race, and this is his home track right here. And he got it done last summer, by taking out Corey LaJoie to do so. But I think it's the Nines' time. I think Chase Elliott's going to win this race, and I think that's his way into the playoffs right there. It pains me to say that, but if he's not going to win this race, he's going to win one of these races before the playoff starts. He's going to win one of these races, and I think he wins it on Sunday night in front of his home crowd again, because it has been a bumpy season for him, missing with injury and then the suspension. He just needs some consistency behind the wheel, and we get him that a little bit, but he needs to get that win. He wants to win. So, and what better way to do it in front of the home crowd? So I think Chase gets it done on Sunday night into the playoffs.
I just want to know what kind of sick, twisted world we're living in right now, where Nick is picking Chase Elliott.
Hey, like Tom said, we're not picking guys because we like them. We're picking them because we think they're gonna win.
Bullshit. Yep. We all go on runs where we pick our favorite driver for weeks on end, and now we're gonna say that. Okay.
This is true.
Absolutely, man. Every time Trevor Bayne was in that 18 car, hell yeah, pencil me in.
Oh yeah.
If I had $1,
Kyle Busch is going to pull a Max Verstappen, win 36 races this year. It's
absolutely
done. Done. We don't even need to make another episode.
Daniel Hemrick's been dog shit in the 11 all year, but we're gonna win out. We're gonna do it.
I mean, last year I think I picked Noah to win like 20 times in Xfinity. So I got like half of those right. So
well. If I had $1 for every time you pick Noah, whatever's going on with Nick, he picked Trevor Bayne.
Nick's having some issues over there.
It was pretty entertaining, let's be real.
Yeah. I'm not gonna cut this out. This is pretty funny.
Yeah, Nick's just kind of squeaking in my ear. So.
Oh, there he is.
I'm dying.
Okay.
All right.
So we got Chase Elliott on the board.
Yes, we do. Tom, you can pick if you want.
Yeah, I'll go. I think he's gonna, if he doesn't, let's say if Colleague can build another car and it doesn't fall apart on him and it has speed, I think Justin Haley can build on his momentum and just fuck up the whole playoff treat.
Just grab my puke bucket really quick for that pick.
Yep. Win him at Indiana's own. Justin Haley has. Do I really think he's going to? Probably not, but it's fun to think about if he could legitimately win a race.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the guy is a great super speedway driver. We saw that in the Xfinity series. He was always in front. So
all of Colleague was solid. They know what to do. They just got to go out there and do it. And there's only 2 of them, unfortunately, this go around. But hey, they might be able to string something together. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, and the other Colleague driver is hating his life being back in the Cup Series again. So
I love AJ. I love AJ's energy whenever he does stuff. But I think Xfinity was more his style.
Yeah, I don't know, because he said he hated his life when he was in the Cup Series
Mm-hmm.
before, and he was winning in the Xfinity
Yeah.
Series, but I
But
don't
hey,
know.
Well,
when
do
you
you
win
think-
when you win an Indy road course, and it probably makes you think you could still do it. So
Yeah,
he gave it a shot.
I
Why do you
was
think-
unfortunately there for that.
Why,
Me and
why
my
do you
Also-
think?
car.
Also, can we just acknowledge the fact that Nick's connectivity issues just automatically just alleviate themselves the instant he can talk shit about Justin Haley?
Yep.
That was awesome.
The way the
That
world
was
works.
as well timed as could be.
Yep.
I'll talk shit about college racing, Justin Haley, all I want, man. Like, why do you think AJ came back and ran that Xfinity race at Nashville? It's because he bitched and he moaned to Chris Rice to put him in the car so he can go beat up on the little kid single week in the Cup Series. So that's why I did it.
Excellent point. I
Thank you,
totally
Mr.
understood everything
Yeah.
you just said.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Robot. Yeah.
Nick, you do not need to go on any more long-winded rants right
I think
now,
I
pal.
think Nick needs to be quiet for the rest of the show so we can finish up.
All
All
right,
right,
who's still got a pick Cup?
Mike, I
Uh,
think you're up.
Yeah. All right. At the sake of sound like a jackass for calling you guys out for picking your favorite drivers in the past, I'm gonna have to go with that bad man in the 23, Bubba Wallace. All seriousness, it just so happens to be that my two favorite drivers are both pretty good on super speedway racers. So I think Bubba's had speed at times this year. There's been times where he's been the best 2311 car for stretches. He's had great months. He's also had times where he's been really struggling. Love it, dude. Love it. Yes, my man.
Oh shit.
Love that. So, for the record, Tom, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, beautiful. That's legit
Yeah,
fandom
buddy.
right there. You got to get him
Yeah,
to sign
buddy.
sign your arm at a race, and then get his signature tattooed.
Long story short, real fast, because I know Nick's phone's getting ready to die. Bubba has seen it. We won a meet and greet with him through DoorDash, and he's like, "That
Oh,
is
hell
the
yeah.
coolest thing I've ever seen." So,
That's dope.
and he retweeted it, and we got absolutely bludgeoned because my wife has the same one. We just got
Oh,
absolutely
brilliant.
bludgeoned
Of course you
on
did.
Twitter.
Of
Yes,
course you did.
so it was
People
ugly, but
people on Twitter are dumb, and now I'm one of them. So
Yeah.
So, but no, all seriousness, going back to it, I do think this year has been one of those where it's just a matter of time before Bubba racks off a win or two. I think these are the kind of races where you got circled for that 23 too.
yeah, he's 15th in points right now. He's sitting comfortably in the playoffs. I mean, not comfortably in the playoffs, but a win would help his cause, and I think that'd be really good for 2311 as a whole.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
absolutely.
All right, guys. For my pick, I got to go with the guy who was so close in the spring to getting his first win with his new team, Brad Keselowski. The RFK has looked so much better this year. They were just complete dog shit last year. You know, Busher got the win at Bristol, but besides that, they were just nowhere near where they are today. But Brad Keselowski, we know him as one of the best super speedway drivers in the sport right now. So I got to go with that 6 car and finally get his first win with his new team as a team owner. That'd be so damn cool.
Hey, who finished second in the spring in Atlanta? So that's
Was
6
that
car.
Brad?
So yeah, it was
6
Brad.
car.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
He was right there, so he could do it again.
Yep, pretty damn
about-
close.
Talk about a guy I don't like, but I'll sing his praises when it's due.
Yep.
Yeah. And another one, an accomplished super speedway racer. And like you
Mhm.
said, Ian, it was weird watching him be such a non-factor all year last
Yeah.
year. It's been kind of, even as a guy, I could take or leave Brad, but it's been a breath of fresh air, at least seeing him kind of back being halfway competitive this year. And like you said, a win would go a long way for that team and for him, and seeing him in the playoffs again would be pretty sweet.
It honestly didn't surprise me. He was taking on new ownership at a team that was already way downhill. So
Yeah.
It sucked to not see him do well last year and whatnot, but it wasn't that big of a surprise. But now that they're getting settled in, they like Chris Busher, they like Brad as a driver, they can start winning races. They're ready. They're right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not Trevor Bain's Roush Fenway program anymore. So that 6 car might actually see victory lane again.
Oh man, we're bringing out the Trevor Bain slander.
No,
Oh,
that
really?
wasn't slander.
I know.
That was
I mean, Trevor Bayne had a
He had a
handful over
rough
there,
time.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl Edwards told him to get out if he could, and he just couldn't. So,
Poor Trevor.
or no, that was Ricky. I think Ricky said that on the download.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they both told him that at different points.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that will wrap it up for our show here. Tom, again, thanks for coming on the show, talking some racing with the boys. We definitely got to have you on again in the future sometime.
Oh yeah, it was a pleasure. I again, just serendipitous meeting at the Cubs game, and it worked out in our favor. I mean, I had a blast tonight. It was great, and I'd love to come back on if you'll have me.
Yeah, me and Patrick were just waiting in line, getting ready to get into Wrigley, and then you just popped up behind us. I was like, oh shit, it's a Kyle Busch fan. All right, you're pretty cool. We'll talk.
That's not usually the reaction. So.
Yeah, Kyle has come around in the past.
Hey, wearing that M&M shirt around the city of Chicago, even where again, there's not supposed to be any NASCAR fans. You'd be like, you just hear from like across the street, "Hey, fuck Kyle Busch." So it's like they at least know that phrase and whatever. But
yeah, right.
It was cool, and I love the setup. I love the conversation. I don't have too many people in my life that are race fans, so being able to talk racing with some folks and some good folks and have some good fun it was a blast. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, especially with you being in the area, we gotta hang out watch some races together for sure.
Hell yeah.
And Tom, unbeknownst to you, you basically just hit on the whole basis of this podcast and friendship. Nick and Ian went to college together, didn't even know each other, and just happened to be like, "Hey, you're wearing NASCAR gear." Struck up a conversation, and next thing you know, the rest is history. And look at that. You happen to be at the race wearing NASCAR stuff, and boom.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Well, and Nick was wearing like a Daniel Hemrick rookie hat from the Cup Series in 2019. I was like, okay, you could be wearing like a Jeff Gordon, Dale Jr. hat, and you'll be like, I don't really watch racing, but if you're wearing a Daniel Hemrick rookie hat, you definitely know you're racing. And we were in a journalism class together. Like, all right, let's start a podcast together.
That trend that people have because they're just like buying the old retro gear now and they know nothing about what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're wearing their black Intimidator T-shirt with a Rainbow Warrior jacket, and I was like, oh, my eyes are melting right now. But
yeah.
You can't. Those colors don't run for sure.
Yep. Can't fix stupid.
But no, you know the real ones when they're there, and I'm happy I found some more. So
yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, and let's be real, Daniel Hemrick fans don't even wear Daniel Hemrick gear, so that's a diehard right there.
Yeah, I'm like one of six. I'm like one of six of them in the world. So you know where I come from.
Very nice, very nice.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning into the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
And I'm Nick Kinzel.
We'll see you guys next time.